The Jamaica Stock Exchange Junior Market has come a long way since being founded in April 2009. But what exactly is the Jamaica Stock Exchange, and why was there a need to develop a junior market in the first instance?
The Jamaica Stock Exchange is a company that provides a safe and efficient means by which companies can raise funds to fuel their business, to grow their business, and through which investors can invest in these companies that are listed. It was necessary to institute the junior stock market so as to encourage small and medium-sized companies to look at equity financing rather than debt financing.
For enterprising business owners looking to make the next big step, the junior market is an attractive option worth considering. Listing on the market allows for the opportunity to raise capital for expansion, retire debt, and provide investors the opportunity to invest in legitimate companies. Here are just 2 success stories.
I was in a job market, seeking a job, unemployed, and at an interview that I thought I did well in, one of the panelists asked me why would I want to come and work for them and not do it on my own. That question I couldn't answer, so I asked for some time, and I met with 2 of my friends. We thought about it, and the decision was why not.
But it wasn't just smooth sailing.
Early challenges and part of the discussion was, how do you finance the business?
I think the major challenges we had in those days was really about the economy, because shortly after we bought the business, well, more towards the 90s, we had a lot of devaluation, and I know the rent and retail outlets went up significantly, I think from something like 12,000 to 100,000 in a 2-year period. So we quickly knew we had to get out of retail and go into wholesale.
After cementing a good foothold, the dream became even bigger.
When the opportunity came to be listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange Junior Market, when they offered the market that opportunity, we started talking about it. And our brokers at that time, who formed a part of our advisor team, they agreed to walk us through the steps and allow us to get comfortable with the process.
Between the time that we transitioned into wholesale to joining the junior market, it was a lot about getting things systematic. In other words, finding the right way to record accounts, finding the right way to set budgets, to set strategy, that sort of thing. But in fact, we did it so well that it was our auditor who said to us, Michelle, you're already running the business like a public company.
A critical component is the partnership between the JSE and the Multilateral Investment Fund, which is a member of the Inter-American Development Bank IDB group of companies, to enhance the junior market.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange had launched the junior market model a few years ago with some preliminary success. But they approached us indicating that they wanted to do more, that they felt that the potential of the junior market could be enhanced. And we found that very attractive as an innovation lab to find out what worked well initially and what could be done better. And so we sat down with the stock exchange and designed a program that we're now executing to, 1, enhance their own capability, to be more effective as a junior market, and also to promote it to more SMEs, to give them that as an alternative to loan financing to grow their businesses.
Ahead of becoming listed on the JSE's junior market, companies are expected to engage the services of a mentor and broker. The mentor and broker give important assistance and advice to companies hoping to list and ensure that all the necessary requirements are satisfied.
A mentor's support is strictly speaking to ensure that the governance and the management structure of the company is of such that it allows for it to consistently provide accurate, consistent information to the investing public and the public in general, even those who aren't even involved in purchasing shares of stocks.
Our role as a broker in providing support to junior market companies that desire to list on the exchange entails firstly being an advisor. We look through their books, look on their strategic plans, and suggest how they can take the next step to acquire capital to fund further development. And then we also become someone that is a partner with them. So it's not a short-term relationship, it's a long-term relationship.
We also provide valuation services because we value the business to determine what's the appropriate amount of shares to list on the market. And fundamentally, we try to ensure that the business has an ability to scale itself to continue making profits going forward. Also, we find investors who would be interested in that kind of investment, which assists in the successful execution of the initial public offering.
There are several benefits to listing, and when your company comes to market, you'll be able to enjoy some of these benefits.
So we've purchased 2 different lots. If we were paying taxes, maybe we wouldn't have been able to do that. As a result, we've been able to make a lot of our functions a lot more efficient. We've been able to expand a lot in a lot shorter time than had we done it from cash flow or from loans from a bank at 12%, 10% interest.
We were 30 million, 40 million in profit, somewhere there 3 years ago. Now we're at 150 million, as we have reported in our last annual report. So that growth is quite phenomenal. When we went on, we started at $2.43 per share. 3 years later, we're in excess of $11. So we think that is really good for our shareholders and all the people who have invested their confidence in us.
It helps your marketing because you're constantly in the face of the public. So your brand gets out there. So you have a significant marketing thrust.
And through the project, what we're trying to do is link the diaspora investors more closely with the local market. So not only will the companies be getting local exposure, they'll be getting exposure in those diaspora markets as well.
The #1 stock exchange in the world for 2015, the JSE, has not only attracted global attention, but has also positively impacted on economic development here at home. So what will be the future role of the junior market?
So at the end of the project, we should be the results indicators. We're looking for an additional 25 companies to be listed on the exchange. We want to have engaged at least 100 SMEs to build their awareness about the program, and then to at least assist the stock exchange in introducing new financial products to be offered through the exchange platform. But the impact that we want to achieve in the long run is to see those companies that were listed grow at least 10 times in terms of sales, revenue, and employment. And that should have a throughput to have an impact on the overall economy.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange is very proud of being considered by Bloomberg, of all companies, as the #1 stock exchange for 2015. We worked hard over the years in order to provide a credible exchange in terms of our governance structure, in terms of providing access to companies that are listed on the market. And this has converted into the performance that was seen for 2015. It's a combination of factors that allowed for this perfect performance in 2015. We're proud of it. We continue to build on this great achievement, and we expect that the company in some other form over the years will also be recognized. We are indeed proud. We want to see many more companies come to market. The vision is to have 200, 300 companies, and they are there. The nuggets are there. The vision is to encourage small and medium-sized companies to access equity capital in order for them to grow their business and by extension, grow the economy.